Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Impact7 and I just got back from watching Justice League. This is my quick review for it. Let me get right into it. Okay, first of all, I really enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very good. Let me go through each character. First of all, Batman. I liked Batman. He was cracking a couple of jokes. He was doing his thing, standing on the side of a building when near the beginning of the movie, where a guy seems to be robbing some sort of building, and the guy opens the door to get onto the roof, and the reflection on the outside of the door, you see Batman. I was like, yes, Batman looks cool. Okay. Seeing some old Batman here. I remember doing that from the Batman animated series, so that was cool. And then seeing his interactions with the other group members, I really enjoyed that. In this movie, it does further highlight Batman's intelligence. The way, particularly with Superman, he already had a backup plan for if something went wrong with Superman when they were trying to bring him back. And I really liked it where he talked about bringing out the big guns in case something goes wrong with Superman. The big guns, I was thinking, okay, maybe he has some sort of kryptonite weapon again. Nope, it was Lois. Perfect, absolutely perfect. Then you have Wonder Woman doing her thing right at the start with the hostage situation. Really liked the scene when she was running down the line of hostages, blocking the bullets with her braces. Really cool. Really like that. Also, I liked Cyborg. I thought it was pretty interesting the way they did Cyborg. I didn't mind the CGI on him. I thought he looked pretty good. Maybe the scene with his dad could have been cut short a little bit, but that's not really a positive. That's a negative. But overall, I liked him, particularly when he was using, I don't know what you call it, but his hand changed into some sort of weapon. I liked that. It looked really cool. Aquaman, I thought was really cool as well. The way they depicted him, particularly at Atlantis. That's why I think he was at Atlantis, where Steppenwolf attacks Atlantis. We see Mira. Wow, she looked amazing. But sticking on Aquaman, I really liked his fight with Steppenwolf when it was just him and Steppenwolf. Thought it was really good. Seeing how the Atlanteans maneuver in the water, I thought was really good, and a foreshadowing of what we're going to see in Aquaman, the movie. The Flash stole the show. Absolutely stole the show. He was very funny. I really liked the bit where, obviously, I think you pretty should all have seen it in the trailers, where Batman appears in his, looks to be, hideout, let's say, and he basically cuts Batman off of his whole speech and just says, yeah, I'll join. And Batman asks why? Because I need friends. I really like that. That was cool. Then we have Superman. Oh my god. Superman was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Superman's my favorite superhero. Forget Batman, forget Wonder Woman, forget Cyborg, forget Iron Man, Captain America, Black Widow. Who cares? Superman is the king of all superheroes for me. Superman was badass in this movie. He was badass. The way he broke out of the Kryptonian ship and it was just floating in the air. I was like, yes, he looks awesome. Yes, he's back. Comes down now. You see Cyborg, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman standing in front of him, and he's X-raying all of them, and he moves from, I believe, from left to right, and he gets to Cyborg, and Cyborg has the energy source right in the middle of his chest, similar to Iron Man, and you see that when Superman's doing his X-ray vision, you see it glowing, and then all of a sudden, Cyborg's it appears to be his mechanical side, his machine side of him takes over, and it assesses that Superman's a threat. So all of a sudden it turns his hand into some sort of gun or something, and it fires a rocket. Bad move. The moment I saw that, I was like, bad move, because Superman just easily dodges it, flies by him, and then the way he turns around is like, heat vision. Cyborg's able to block it with his shield, and then all hell breaks loose. The fact that he was able to, Wonder Woman tries to get him with her lasso, and she does on his right arm. He holds it, and then Wonder Woman tries to pull him, and he stops. He's not against anything to try and brace himself. He just stops. Then he yanks her towards him, grabs her. Grabs her with his right hand. Aquaman comes up. He stops his trident with his left hand. Cyborg comes in, flying at him, puts his hands on either side of his shoulders, and it looks like he's trying to push him. Superman's not moving. He's not moving. Flash comes in now, and what it appears to me is that Flash hasn't met anyone who can handle his speed. So he's running up to Superman now. It looks like he's going to try and get behind Superman, because earlier on in the movie, Flash states he's never fought before. He just runs, pushes someone, then run away. We saw that in the Batman vs Superman quick teaser, quick cameo from him in the movie where the guy's robbing the store and he quickly does that. But he tries to run up behind Superman, and as he's doing that, you see Superman with all 3D, with Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman. He's holding them, and then all of a sudden you slowly see his eyes move to track Flash, and you see Flash's face. Flash's face was hilarious because he's looking at, and he's like, what on earth is going on? Because he's never experienced someone who can actually keep up with him when he's actually using the Speed Force. And then Superman just throws the three guys away, throws the three of them away, and then goes after Flash. What I liked is that Superman wasn't able to hit the Flash. I like that. And it appeared to me at one point Flash tries to push Superman and he flies backwards as well. Both Flash and Superman. Flash flies back. Superman sort of flies back a little bit and then hovers in the air. Then he sees Batman. And I was like, things are about to get really, really interesting here. He starts to walk to Batman now. And Wonder Woman jumps in the way, because obviously she's trying to protect Batman, which is fair enough. And it looks to me she's trying to do the move that she does nowadays, where she hits her two forearms together and it causes an explosion. Just before her braces connect, Superman flies in there. It's either flight or super speed, but it looked like it was hovering, so I'm going to say flight. He flies in there, stops her forearms from connecting with each other, headbutts her, she takes it, headbutts him, he's like, oh, okay. He hovers in front of her and smashes, and the headbutt he gives her, she went into the concrete. She went into it, and she looked like she was like, no, I'm going to stay here and relax. I'm more than happy lying here, chilling, because that headbutt looked painful as hell. Then he goes after Batman now, because there's no one in the way. He grabs Batman, and he recites what Batman told him in Batman v Superman. He was like, do you bleed? And I was like, whoa! I was like, yes! Superman was awesome in this movie. Then you get to Alfred. I really liked Alfred. A couple of scenes he had there when he was making the jokes about the Penguin. Really liked that. Also when Cyborg was hot wiring, let's say, or what's the word you use for it? When he gets inside of the new machine that Batman has, I think it's called like the Crawler or something. When he gets in there, he's like, okay, Alfred, I've got it from here. And Alfred was like, do I know you? I like that. So there was a couple jokes in the movie that they've added in there that I really enjoyed. Martha Kent and Lois Lane. I enjoyed the scenes that they had together, particularly when they were together. I enjoyed the scene that they had, but it could have been removed from the movie, because it didn't really have anything that connected it to the movie itself. Maybe later on down the line, which it does near the end of the movie, but right for the actual movie, what's happening with Steppenwolf and the mother boxes didn't really have anything going for it with that scene. But it was pretty interesting, pretty nice seeing them together talking. Also, I liked seeing Jim Gordon. Really liked seeing him. Really liked seeing him talking to Batman and Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Flash and Cyborg. Really like that. So when it comes to the group dynamics, even if it's just someone else added into it, I really like those. I really like them. In particular, there was one scene where I believe they're in either they're on the a ship that they're flying on, their plane, let's say, that they're flying on, and they're having a discussion, and it gets to the point where Batman and Wonder Woman have Bruce and Diana have a bit of a go at it verbally, and Wonder Woman's talking about how he's putting other people's life in jeopardy, and Batman comes back at her as like, hold on, wait a minute, did Steve Trevor say that? And obviously, did Steve Trevor tell you to say that? Or did Steve Trevor tell you that? And Wonder Woman gets upset, shoves him, he goes flying into some, what looks to be some containers. He gets up, and then he says something along the lines of, Superman was here. Superman was giving people hope. What were you doing? You shut yourself off for a century. That I thought was very interesting. Having that in there, I thought was very, very interesting, because not only was Wonder Woman challenging him, he was challenging Wonder Woman. And the fact that he was trying to get Wonder Woman to become the leader of the Justice League, I thought was very interesting, because I thought it was going to be Batman who was going to be the leader. But it sounded like he was actually trying to get Wonder Woman to. And considering how Wonder Woman's doing, particularly with her movie, I can understand why they're going to do that. Plus, Batman, it seems like they're making it as if Batman is going to stop at some point. Because even just after his confrontation with Superman, he says, I'm getting too old for this. So that is interesting there. That's very interesting. But I've gone quite long. I've gone quite long on the positives. Let's go to the negatives. Steppenwolf. When he was actually doing something like fighting the Amazons, fighting the Atlanteans, fighting the Justice League, I liked him. He was cool. When he started to speak and the camera was on him, particularly on his face, yo man, that was bad CGI. That was bad CGI. That was really bad CGI. It got to the point where I'm thinking, this movie's not ready. This movie doesn't look ready. I think the movie would have better been served if Warner Brothers pushed back the release of Justice League to, even if it was like in January. Because from what I understand, January is like a dumping ground for movies where studios don't believe in them. So Justice League goes into January, it would have destroyed all other competition in there, and I think it would have got to $1 billion. It would have given the VFX people more time to finish and polish the CGI, but obviously they didn't do that. I still think it was a very good movie, nevertheless, but the CGI wasn't very good, particularly on Superman. Now, Superman was awesome in this movie. I really enjoyed him. But the CGI for his mustache, yo man, that looked weird. That looked really, really weird. There was one scene, not about the mustache, but there's one scene with Superman and Steppenwolf when Superman goes in to help with the final battle. And Superman is floating in the air in front of Steppenwolf, and it's a side shot. And I'm looking at him like, oh, wait a minute. Am I watching like a cutscene from Horizon Zero Dawn or Assassin's Creed or Call of Duty? Because it looks like a video game graphics. I'm like, oh, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. And for the most part, the CGI did not look ready. It just didn't. The story was all over the place, unfortunately. But I can give it a bit of slack because of what happened with Zack Snyder and his personal issues, and then obviously Joss Whedon comes in and he did, from what I hear, quite a lot of reshoots, and then obviously those reshoots need CGI because Justice League is a heavy CGI movie. Particularly, just look at Superman. Everything he does is CGI. So I can give some leeway to it, but some of the CGI was not good at all. Now, overall, I really liked Justice League. I thought it was very good, very entertaining. Really enjoyed it. I laughed a couple times. I had a smile on my face. I really enjoyed it. Seeing some of the, not the heroes, but seeing some of the seeing some of the side characters like Jim Gordon, Lois Lane, Superman's mom, Martha Kent. What's his name? Why am I forgetting his name? The butler. Alfred. How can I forget his name? Oh wow. Oh, brain freeze. Seeing Alfred, I really enjoyed. And there was a scene that I forgot to mention in the positives when Superman comes in. Once he's got his suit, I was disappointed that we didn't see the black suit, but I got over it. When he comes in, Steppenwolf wasn't even an issue for Superman. I'm seeing Aquaman and Wonder Woman and Cyborg. Flash didn't really do anything against Steppenwolf. He was more on the sidelines helping out other things. Fine. And Batman as well. But those three looked like they were having a bit of trouble with Steppenwolf. Superman comes in. And like, get out of here, man. Who are you? And he flies in. He's like, is this guy still giving you trouble? The way he does Steppenwolf, he did him dirty. It really did him dirty. He punches him while he's on the ground. Heat vision. And we finally saw him use freeze breath on Steppenwolf's axe. And then Wonder Woman was able to slice it. Ultimately, really enjoyed Justice League. I don't think it was better than Wonder Woman. I don't think it was better than Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel was the best DC movie they've done so far in the DC EU. Really enjoyed it. But I think it was a solid movie. Out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8. I give it an 8. There were obviously issues with it, but for me, seeing the Justice League on screen was amazing. Really enjoyed it. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to keep up to date with my latest information, please follow me on Twitter and on Facebook. Both of those links should be in the description box down below. Aside from that, please don't forget to hit that like button, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again later tonight. I'll be doing my Assassin's Creed Origins live stream at 10 AM GMT time. Please do join me. Really would appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again in my next video. Laters.